All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome to our Lamininers meeting. We're going to talk a little bit today about the 90-day roadmap to success for our team, the Lamininers, where we are mining and prospecting daily with our tools. So before we get started, we're going to do a quick meet and greet of those who are in attendance right now. So who would like to get us started? It looks like somebody has dropped. All right, so who would like to get started?
Okay, just anybody. All right. I'm Lynette, Nettie Joe's Granola, which everybody already knows. Hey, Duransla. Hey, Cartry.
Hi.
Hey, Larry.
Hello.
Y'all doing good?
Yep. Okay,
that's
now
5 seconds of pain.
I know, right? Now, could you tell us a little bit about why your why for being an IBO, please?
Well, the why is after a cancer diagnosis and briefly using the Laminine, it really was instrumental in my recovery as far as my energy level, and it seemed to be beneficial. I didn't stick with it. I'm starting it up again, and I'm really going to try to come at it from a different perspective. Not that I didn't believe before, but I'm just going to give it all I got this time, and try to help some other people come on board, and hopefully and prayerfully, with COVID season and all that we've had to engage in and be a part of, not to our liking or not because we wanted to be a part of it, but because we've just been thrown into it. Hopefully, we can all be the better for it, and our body to bounce back, and we'll be 100. And that's my why.
Awesome job. Awesome job. Round of applause. Y'all like my little applause hands? Make it sound like it's a big room of us, all right? All right, who's up next? You just have to unmute yourself.
I guess I'll go. I was disconnected. Now I'm back. Can you guys see me?
No, we can't see you. Uh-oh, yeah, there we go.
My why is because, for one, I feel like, and I'm starting to get excited, as I've mentioned to you, Larry and Lynette. I am getting excited because I feel like this is a really good product. Once I get to know more about it, know how I'm going to throw my spiel, and as far as me actually taking the product so that I can explain how it helped me, that's going to be the most important to me. That's my why, and I'm ready to be an entrepreneur. I'm ready to start doing not only just this, but some other things, so that I can start working for myself, start doing things and making money for myself, answer to myself. And that's my...
Hey, did y'all hear her stress that self? All right, now you said your why, but you didn't state your name.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed all that. I'm Tangie Williams.
Yay! Now we give her a hand clap. No, but that's awesome. That's awesome. And that's what we're all here for, is to have a business, honestly, that can undergird any other options that we want to put on the table for ourselves financially. So kudos to you. Who's up next?
Appreciate it.
Don't be bashful.
Well,
Hello.
Okay. Not going. I guess I'll go. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Cartry. I am Leda Elixir. I own my own body product company. I'm joining. My why is because I use the product and it has made a remarkable change in my health. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about helping other people see their health get better, you know. So that's part of my why. The other part is I want to make money. And I know this is a wonderful product for us to make a lot of money because it does what it said it's going to do. So I'm excited about the product. I'm excited about the journey that we all are taking. So that's part of my why.
Yay, Carter. Awesome job. Awesome job. Durantla, looks like you're up next. Oh, you're muted.
Save the
Wait.
baby for last, right? I'm the newbie. I'm the newbie. My name is Durantla Richardson, and I'm just trying to get everything I can as far as learning. This is all new to me, so I'm trying to just take it all in. And my why would be to actually get out there and work the product, and for my own personal reasons, as well as loved ones and friends and relatives that I have that are having some underlying illnesses and things. And I think that the product, from what I've been reading, would be very good for them to start as well. So I've been kind of spreading the word. However, like I said, I'm the baby. I'm just getting my feet wet. So anyway.
Yay. So Durantla, awesome job. Yes, baby. Baby of the group.
Yes, I am. You know, I mean, I was reading all that information you sent me, and I'm like, whew, okay.
Hey,
Loads of information.
well, it is, but it's easy to digest though, the information.
Well, yes, it is.
Yeah. And so that's part of being a leader, is I wanted to ensure that everyone had everything that you need. And we're going to go through everything in detail so that you'll know how to review the materials, how to be able to process it, how to give it back to people. So again, you're making money. So that's the reality of it. So now that we've heard from you lovely ladies, I'll say a little bit about myself. My name is Larry Freeman, and I have been an IBO since LifePharm Global actually came to America back in 2012. I have been, like Lynette, doing this product, this company, building this business, in addition to building my other businesses, namely Synergy Saturday, of which you see the banners behind. It's a nonprofit organization that's doing free health screenings, experiential learning opportunities for licensed professionals, as well as patient navigation. First of its kind. We're an award-winning organization, praise God. So that took a lot of time for me to kind of build and develop in the 6 short years that we've had it going. And I was doing the Laminine business to kind of undergird the fact that I was starting a nonprofit from scratch. And so having to rely on just donations, grants, you know, those sorts of things, which were not readily available when I first started. I had to rely on, you know, still working a job, building the Laminine. And I had to kind of vacillate back and forth between the two. And I honestly put more emphasis on Synergy Saturday for a while because it demanded much more of my time. And again, I felt like it was, you know, important for our community and for our state to get it going. And we all kind of see the results of that. But I am back in being committed to ensuring that everyone has the same equitable stake and opportunity for success with their individual businesses, as well as collectively. And so that's part of what we're doing today, is going over how we can kind of create our own economy so that we can do things irregardless of whether or not you get money from a bank, or you have a trust fund that you can dip into, or those sorts of things. So we're going to kind of dive in and show everybody how within, honestly, 90 days, if you put in the time, within 90 days, you should see the fruits of your labor in a very substantial way. When we talk about doing this business, we talk about being what I call retirement specialists. And I just want to get this out in the open, is that a lot of times when people think of retirement, they think of, I need 6-figure incomes, or I need $1 million or something like that. They put a big, big number to it. But to me, I want to break retirement down to this. If you can replace the income that you're currently bringing in on your job, that's retirement. Do y'all agree? Okay, so that's what we're going to do, is we're going to simplify this thing and come from a perspective that we just want to build the business to replace people's income, so that then they can choose to walk away from those endeavors and be full-time in this. And so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and walk through everything, and we'll have a Q&A as soon as it's over. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to start. So I'm going to share my screen here. All right, so now, everybody should have already received this right here. This is the Lamininers Lantern newsletter. So as you can see, we are the Lamininers, and you see that our little logo is the little Laminine box with the little axe and pick. And you see that he has a little pot of gold there, a chest of gold rather, because he's gotten to his goal, and so he's gotten the gold. Part of the imagery here is that we want to impress upon everybody is that the website, social media, those are simply tools that we're using to mine and prospect for other like-minded people. And our newsletter is titled The Lantern because, again, that's one of the tools that a miner needed in order to go deeper into the earth to pull those resources. So with that in mind, I sent out this newsletter that everybody should have received. So we're going to just kind of walk through it a little bit, and that's going to be the essence of what we're doing today. We do have a private Facebook group, and it's called the Lamininers. So I do want everybody to join this group. As you can see, it's here on Facebook, the Lamininers. And here we're going to make it like a repository of information. We'll be able to put posts out. With Facebook, you can actually put files on here. So some of the files that we may update and need, we will actually put here on the group. We can all communicate, collaborate. As you can see here, these are like different, files and whatnot that we've already put here. You can actually post. And this is something that you'll definitely want to encourage all of your future IBOs to join as soon as possible so that they can get connected and feel connected with the team. So this is the Lamininers group, all right? Now, also we have our Facebook page where everyone can get on. Now, remember the Lamininers group is a private group, but the Wealth Health Youth page is a public page that we all can post. When you post on this, remember to always incorporate your, we're gonna cite the website, wealthhealthyouth.com, but we're also going to make sure that we post our individual links so that if someone likes your post, you definitely want them to follow you, become a customer, as well as sign up as a fellow IBO. And then we have hashtags. Hashtags are such that if more people are using those hashtags, then it drives everybody's post up. And then that's how you get recognized on social media. To put it in layman's terms, it gives a boost to your post. And then when someone is searching for these particular topics, then your post will be seen by many people. Okay, so we do have also the template for how to make posts like this. Okay, now when you're looking at the pictures that you see here that are posted, I have supplied those to the team as well. So you guys have these social media pictures that represent, our brand, as well, our collective brand, which is Wealth Health Youth, and the branding of our products, which is, Laminine, Omega, Digestive, Immune, Refive, etc. And you can also, again, post directly to the Facebook page from your Share app, which we'll get to that here in a little bit. Okay, so this is Facebook. And then let's move on to Twitter. Again, trying to extend the brand of our website, wealthhealthyouth.com. We also are on Twitter. And here you'll see that there are tweets that are going out the same. And again, posting is made easy through our Share app. Okay. Now, when we talk about our website, this is the collective website for everybody. We know that when you sign up as an IBO, the company LifePharm Global gives you your own website of which to sell. Now, as a point of note, the company will not allow you to sell any of your products online, no other place than your replicated website. Does that make sense, everyone? So with that being said, I wanted to create a website portal for all of us that we can kind of control the content a little bit more and be able to bring people to it collectively. So you'll see that we have our branding along with the products here, and people can scroll to it, get the information that they need. Also, this can be a way that we can educate ourselves and our IBOs about the products that we have, right? Okay. Now, what I want to do with this website is I initially started it, honestly, with myself, but I want to expand it to where when people go to the shop, Laminine, buy Laminine page, that it will have all of our faces here. Instead of right now, it does go to my my Laminine website, for purchase. But once I receive your pictures via email, then I'll have everybody's representation here that's a part of our team locally and globally as well. Okay. So that way we can, again, expand our reach, because a lot of the videos that we have, and I'll show that up next, a lot of the videos that we have out there on YouTube, they throw back to this particular website, wealthhealthyouth.com, so that it can be a housing for us all. Okay. So on that, we have Discover, Laminine, and more. Again, these are clickable links that people can go to any of the products. Again, it's a neat little way that people can kind of learn all one site, one page type concept. So one of our newer products is Extrim. So if you click right there, and it looks like that didn't work. So let's do this. Okay, we're having a little bit of a glitch there, no worries. Let me do this. Let's go back. All right, so we actually can scroll down the same page if the live links are not working right now, but you can see the information here from the side effects to weight loss, BMI management, some testimonials, and then we actually have information about the products here. Each product that we have is housed here. All right. And so again, this is a way that, you know, you can self-educate, as well as our customers can come on here and find out more information, and they can watch videos about it. We have our online product flip book that's here to educate people as well. And then we definitely want to message that people can buy at wholesale as opposed to retail by joining and becoming an IBO. All right, so now let's move on to the next thing, which is our YouTube page, Lab Productions, which has all of our videos here for both, you know, my company Synergy Saturday, as well as our LifePharm global products. As you can see here, we have one of the most viewed videos for LifePharm Global. We have 68,000 views for Laminine Best Explained and Benefits Made Plain. So you see that a lot of people are going on here and they're looking for our information. And again, on our information page,
Are you on
it throws back to Wealth, Health, Youth, which is the website that people can explore for more information, okay? And also what we want people to do when they come here is, because when you hit the subscribe button, then we want to get to 500 subscriptions. When we have 500, then we actually can generate money, which is called monetizing our videos. And money is paid directly to us from Google itself via the advertisers that will advertise on our videos. So, so that's key. So we need to, as you can see right now, we're at 461 subscribers, and we definitely want that number to be at 500. So then we can make profit off of our station and a lot of the videos that we have out here. Does that make sense to everyone? Okay. All right. So now
they subscribe on the YouTube is what you're saying? When they go to YouTube and subscribe?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna when they come here to this channel, they need to hit the subscribe button so that we get our subscription numbers up to 500. And then Google pays you. See, right now we're not making money off of this site, and we're so close or far away, but we have outstanding products to where, again, we have 68,000 views on this particular video, 10,000 views here, 8,000 here, 6,000, and so on and so forth. So when advertisers advertise on these videos, the channel itself makes money, and that money can then be reperpetuated back into the business as well. Does that make sense? Okay. So now we're going to go back to the newsletter that you received. So we talked a little bit about the private Facebook group, which is the Lamininers, all right, and the benefits there. Our public Facebook page, which is Wealth, Health, and Youth. Our global website, which is wealthhealthandyouth.com. Our YouTube channel, LAFproductionsINC. And then now we want to talk about the LifePharm Share App. Again, I've been with LifePharm for 9 years, and I'm most excited about this app. When we first started, we had something similar, but it was in the back office of our website. But then it went away for a while. And so they worked on getting us this app, which is absolutely superb. So here with this particular app, we can share and do so much, just from an app that can be on either on your phone and or your desktop. Now I'm going to kind of walk everyone through this app right quick to kind of show you some of the highlights. But again, this is just an overview for everybody to kind of get it and understand what all you can do. As you can see, this is the desktop version. It'll look a little bit different on your home phone, but all the buttons are still the same, except they're just down on the bottom of your phone. But here we have the home page, right? You see that we have alerts. So it tells you whenever people are viewing your videos that you send out. And that's key, because remember I said as Lamininers, we are mining and prospecting our customers, future IBOs, right? So we want to respect our customers, and we never, ever, ever want to do any high pressure sales or anything like that, because we're in healthcare, not health hurt, not health scare, but health care. And so with that, you want to send people videos and lovingly allow for them to grow into the product. And so with that in mind, though, and we'll talk more about the numbers that you really need in order to grow this business, which is just 5 people. You just need to duplicate yourself with 5 people. We'll go into that a little bit more in detail. But let's say that you have 5 people that you've gotten to sign up as IBOs, and one is just not quite ready. Well, you don't want to, disregard that person. You want to still encourage and engage them. But if they're not ready to build the business like you want them or need them to, then you just go out and get another person. So the Share app allows for us to qualify who's ready and who's not. And I'll show you that. So again, you get alerts whenever people view your particular video or link that you sent out. We also can add events. You see that we have the 90-day roadmap to success for Lamininers. We have that here as an event that I sent out to you guys as well. And in addition to the email marketing that I did. You have your prospects here, and then you have links that are shareable. All right, so now let's do this. I'm going to now click on share. So here, where we have the Share app, any one of these products I can share to the general public, whether it's email, text, or social media, and it's at the click of a button. I can send them our enrollment links if they're interested. I can enroll them as a customer to buy from us. I can send them information to help guide them along, as well as brochures. So pretty much this is like so essential to really building the business. And let's say like if I wanted to post this particular video, all I did was I hit a click and I can choose between Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, right? And so I can actually put this post directly onto Facebook if I want. And I can click here, start Facebook. And then what comes up? My post in my feed. I can check in and say that I'm at the Little Rock River Market or wherever I'm at. I can put my message up here, and then I hit post to Facebook, and then it's there. And whenever someone clicks on this link, well, we'll be notified. You see how easy that is? Also, if I wanted to send this to a prospect, I have the option of selecting an existing prospect, and I'll show you how I added people there, or I can manually input people here and then add them as a prospect, and it'll send it directly. So if I want to do existing prospect, when I click that, you see how all you guys are in here? So I'm leading by example. So these are all IBOs and or prospects and or actual customers, right? Okay. All right, so so let's say that I want to send it to Cartry. I would simply hit select, and then this would then go ahead and go to her for it to be sent, right? Okay, so now let's go over here to where we have prospects. Now, as you can see, I have 160 prospects, but they're not just prospects, they're distributors. These are all folks who are IBOs under, right? And then these are my customer base. And then I have 3 parked prospects and 1 hot prospect, all right? So now you can see that I sent invitations to everyone to be here on this particular meeting. I've added people in here as well who are, you know, again, my download and my customers, right? So now, in order to add them, you simply go to import prospects. Now you can either upload your CVS file here, CSV, which is stands for comma separated value, which is an Excel file. So if I was to click here and I would go to like, we'll do our customer upload share. I would just click there and click open, and then it's there. I click next, and then it'll ask me, okay, from your Excel file, what matches up with your database? And so I would say the first name, the last name, and then the telephone, right? I scroll down, I hit next, and then it populated with all the people that's in my database. Does everybody see that? So this is a way to upload a database full of people in just one file, okay? Now I'm gonna click off of that because they're already added here. Once they're added, then you can actually, like I have here, Duronsla was my last hot lead. And you see that there's fire there because she was on fire. She was reading everything. She was watching videos, but now she's an IBO. So what I need to do is change her status from hot to now distributor, because now she's an IBO. And then we save that information, and boom, the little icon here changes. And so Duronsla is now added as an IBO, right, in my Share app. And you can also then now start to filter, whether you want to filter people by whether or not they're IBOs, whether they're customers. So if I just did my customers, then it's going to sort out to all of my customers based on that particular parameter. If I wanted to filter by distributor and then apply it, then you see these are all my distributors, right? So now we're going to go back and we're going to do no filter, and it's there. If I want to sort by last name, I just hit last name and apply. And then it puts it in order of the last name. Again, we're going to apply no filter, right? Okay, so now let's go to events. So events, you can add events here as well, and you can invite people to those particular events. Today, we're doing the 90-day roadmap to success. And that's where we're at here. I just simply added the information, put the Zoom information here, and then I could also share it to everybody. Coffee and conversation is something that we definitely have found a success in bonding with people who may have questions. And you may not feel comfortable with inviting people, especially you ladies, inviting people directly to your home. So we do coffee and conversation out at the River Market. And for those of you who are my downline, who are in other cities, other countries, then you can do the same. And I'll show you how to do that as well. But we have a little description about it. We have the address. And then again, this can be shared to people that we're prospecting or have any questions or simply want to come out again and meet with everybody. Okay, and we actually do hours on every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. All right, and so this again is, the Share app. The alerts, as I was telling you, it tells us when the videos are being viewed, who's doing the viewing. Again, this helps you to qualify those people who are really eager and who's ready, okay? It doesn't mean that we neglect anyone who's not. It just means that we give the proper attention to those who are hungry and who have the momentum going their way, okay? Also, there is training. If you want additional training about the Laminine business that you have endeavored in, we have all kinds of training here that you can watch for yourself and or share with other people. So now we're going to go here. This is the replicated website that we all get when we sign on. So I'm going to actually log in to my particular website. You see that my information is here, right? And that's how yours looks. So I'm going to actually log into my portal. And there's a few things that I want to show you that you should have in the back of your portal that is essential to building a business as well. All right, so when you come in, you can go, you can place an order, you can enroll another IBO, you can also view your commissions, but you want to enter your virtual office. And when you do, here you can see your rank, you can see offers from LifePharm Global, and you can see like who you most recently enrolled. Also, there's tax forms here that you will just simply click and download and then give to your tax preparer at the end of the year. I mean, it's really a very easy business. LifePharm has done an awesome job in making this easy for us. All right, so a couple of things that I want to show right quick is here under my business. This is where you got your weekly commissions. Again, you can place orders, enroll IBOs. Here are your reports. And from these reports, let's say like here where it says new IBOs, this is where I got my information to build my database. Okay. So all I simply did was I hit the Excel button here to download this report, and then which has, you know, first name, last name, etc. All right, of IBOs. Does that make sense, everyone? So again, it's awesome reporting. It's live. This is your e-wallet where your balances are stored until you transfer it to your bank account. Now I want to go here under the tools. Under tools is where you can actually get to the LifePharm Share App, which as you can see is on the Google Play Store that you can actually download it. All right. But also under here, I want to show you that it has the LifePharm Academy. This is where you can learn more about your LifePharm business, but also right here where it says resource library. If we go here to the resource library, you can see that a lot of the brochures, the flip book that I have on the website, presentations about, you know, the product, they're all here. If you want a brochure in a different language other than English, it's all here. If you want product brochures, it's all here at the click of a button. The videos that we share on the Share app, they're pulled from here. Okay, so again, this is very important for you to know and identify where it's at, and it's called the resource library. All right, and it's under your tools. Remember, we're using our tools daily to prospect and mine. Okay, so that's our resource library. And then you also have your company news here. Okay. Now, if you're going to enroll in a person as an IBO, you simply click the Enroll IBO. Then it'll show which country that they're in. They can actually, you know, choose to select it, or you can select it for them. Once you have your country of residence selected, then you got right here is essential. People can start off by enrolling in products, right? Depending on how they want to enter into the business, they can start with products, or if you do other packs, right? Under other packs, you see that you have more of your bottled products, but right here is where you have the virtual business success starter kit for only a one-time fee of $29.95. We have the lowest entry point into the business, guys, for a business that is absolutely lucrative. We're in a $1 billion industry, which is supplement, medication, drugs. We fall under that same category. So this is a $1 trillion industry that you can actually buy into for a one-time fee of $29.95. So that is super huge. And then once you select that as how that person is going to enroll, then you would just simply hit continue. And then here is an option for auto delivery. You don't have to choose it. Now, I will say that there are some bonuses for doing auto delivery, and you can check those out, and I'll show you exactly where to look for that. but for right now, we'll just say no. And then you would put in the person's information, and then they would have to choose a business name for themselves, right? And then they just simply will sign up. And right here is where they would actually put their business name. Okay. So again, that's, an overview of how to enroll in a person as an IBO. Now let's go back to the home. Now here, when we were talking about being able to see different rewards, you have your rewards points that you can earn, but also the company gives rewards for signing up again as as auto delivery. Now, I'm going to jump back to the last point of our newsletter that went out, and that is to become a premier and jump some of the ranks. Now, before I do that, I'm going to go back to this homepage, and I'm going to show you right here. We show you the different ranks of the IBOs based on qualification. When you first start off, you're an IBO. Once you start building it and have people underneath you, then you go from an IBO to an associate. And as you can see, when you start to go up the ranks, there are different incentives for that rank, but there's also rank benefits, right? So then you go from IBO to an associate. Then you can go to a builder, and you can see the rank benefits here. So it goes from 15% to 20%, right, in commissions. Then it also talks about the personal volume that you need to maintain. Then you go from a builder to a leader, from a leader to a premier, from a premier to bronze, bronze to silver, silver to sapphire, sapphire to ruby, ruby to gold, gold to platinum, platinum to emerald, emerald to titanium, titanium to diamond, and then you're a royal diamond. So you see how wealth can truly be created when you're going from rank to rank. Now, right here is premier. So before you start really getting into the big money ranks, you see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 ranks that you can that you have before you get to a premier. There are 4 ranks before you get to a premier. Now, LifePharm Global Network has come up with a promotion that will end December 31st, that you can bypass those 4 ranks and get to your 5th rank by simply doing this. And let's pull it up. And I'm going to make this bigger. So from October 1st to December 31st, if you activate your Premier Upgrade pack, which is a $200, it costs $285, which is a $300 value. You get 1 Extrim, you get 2 Laminine, 1 Omega, 1 Digestive, 1 Immune, and 1 Omnia, which is all of our supplement products. And basically, it's like the Refive plus Extreme and Omnia, which is a good deal, guys. A one-time purchase of $285 will get you Premier status, and you will be locked in as a Premier for 12 solid months. And the only thing that you must do here in the little fine print is maintain a monthly volume of 50 PV and a group volume of 300, which is easy to do. All right, so 50 personal volume. Now, when we talk about personal volume, let's go back here. And I'm going to show you something. When we talk about personal volume, let's act like we're going to place an order. When we talk about personal volume, it shows you it right here. It's called CV. So that's the personal volume that you have whenever you make a purchase. So 50 CV can be achieved quite easily with just 2 purchases, like a Laminine and an Omega. And that'll get you 50 CVs or over. You can get, make a combination of digestive and immune. But you can do 50 CVs per month easily. Okay? Does that make sense, everyone? All right. Now, here too, when I was talking about coffee and conversation, we have our marketing tools. Okay? And so our marketing tools are right here. As you can see, you have your brochures, and I recommend that everybody start ordering your brochures so that when you're out doing the coffee and conversation, then you can have brochures to pass out. Also, the business builder kit. This is what we actually have at our coffee and conversation, is this business builder kit right here for a one-time fee of $199, right? And that's what we actually have as we do our coffee and conversation. You see? All right. So again, we're leading by example. Now, I know I've covered a lot of information right now, and what I want to do is I want to pause for just a second and answer any questions that anybody may have before continuing on. And then, like I said, we just have a little bit more to cover. So all right. So I'm going to use this as a point to take a quick break and see if there are any questions with what we've covered so far. You may unmute yourselves and we can talk.
So basically, the percentage of sales that we get will determine on what level rank we are after once we read it, of course.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
Like we did the premium, the bronze, the level ranks that will determine what we get per sale, basically, correct?
Yes. Okay. So now let's look at this. When we're talking about your rank, and let's go back to this. You can see here that it comprises your personally enrolled IBOs as well as yourself. So you got a personal volume that is your own personal volume, what you're ordering for yourself. And think about this. You do better as you feel better. I personally take the products because it gives me energy. Mm-hmm. It's honestly, it's renewed and regenerated me back to like when I was 16 years old. This is no joke.
Oh,
right?
Get out of here.
I know, right? So I know, just an endorsement for the products, right? But seriously though, so I take my own products. So that's going to boost my personal volume. But the volume from our group, you see, is here as well. And that is the group volume, or GV. So based on your personal plus your group determines your rank.
Right. I understand what determines your rank, but what determines the percentage of what you sell as far as adding on your IBOs?
It's built in within the rank. as you can see, like here, your rank benefits. Does that make sense?
So basically, I would just need to read that to know exactly where I rank and what I'm getting per sale.
Yes, ma'am.
And
That's
per
correct.
IBO.
Yeah, because see,
Okay.
that's predetermined by LifePharm Global to make it kind of competitive. And this is these are your incentives because they want you to continue to climb,
To grow.
And they're making it easier, especially like with the Share app, the fact that we have different graphics that we can throw out there on social media. But yeah, it's just kind of incentive based and rank based determines the additional monies. Now, think about this. Because I come from a health perspective and I want people to be healthy, not just to be under me to help, me grow and me grow them. I focus on their health. So I tell people honestly, I would rather you come in as an IBO to save money on your products and get it at wholesale as opposed to having them start off as just my customer.
Gotcha.
Because I can honestly make that the percentage off of them as a customer from the difference between the wholesale and the retail price. But it's more, but because I care more about people and I want them to be able to recommend, like if they like the product, they're going to recommend it to somebody. And so I want them to start making money immediately off of their own recommendations and referrals. So I bypassed the talking about getting customers and money off of that. And I focus more on like how we make money off of our personal volume plus our group volume. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
And I think having that perspective is a healthy perspective because look here, if I go back to my Share app and I show you guys, my prospects, and let me refresh this. There we go. As you can see, I have 126 customers. So these are people that order from me. So I'm still going to, grow my customer base, irregardless. But for those people that I know and I have a direct relationship and rapport with, then I want to get them over here under the distributor column. Does that make sense? And so when you have that,
yes, it does. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. And so when you have both the combination of your customers and your IBOs, then it just really helps to sustain your growth. And now you always have prospects from your customers that you can always convert to IBOs as well, because now they're a believer of the product and the company, and they're an easy person to convert up. Any other questions, comments, or concerns at this point? Any questions? Okay, well, we're gonna get back to this and kind of get it wrapped up. So again, this was the details of the newsletter that you guys recently got. So we covered again the Facebook, the group, our collective page, how we post, the fact that we all share the same hashtags to drive up the trending of those posts. We have Twitter. Again, we have videos here that we can source from as well and share and post. There's also testimonials here as well. We talked about the Share app, which is just absolutely huge, and it is the most essential tool that we have in our tool chest to really build this business. And I hope that you guys can really see the value of this. You can also access your back office from here. Again, there's additional training. You can add IBOs and add your preferred customers here. We talked about the dashboard here. We talked about the tools, how you can learn more. We talked about the promo of getting you here. Now, one other thing that I want to show you real quick before we conclude is this, and it's called the PDR.net, PDR.net. What we have before us, I told you all that we're kind of in a class of prescription medications, supplements, and we're not a vitamin. I repeat, we're not a vitamin. We have the dissolution rate of what most prescribed medications have, and better and even greater, because we have esoteric coating, we have all natural ingredients in our products. Now, when I talk about a PDR, this is where it used to be called the physician's desk reference, but now in the digital age, and also in our new health paradigm, we have nurse practitioners now that can prescribe. You also have pain specialists that can prescribe. So now, instead of just calling it physician's desk reference, it's called the prescriber's digital reference. So our product, which is not a vitamin, but a supplement, is in the PDR guide. So this can actually be prescribed by a physician. And we don't have side effects with our products. So this should excite you. So if anybody questions the legitimacy of what we have product-wise, this should make you stick your chest out and be proud of what you have bought into for a one-time fee of $29.95, the cost of a movie ticket. You now have buy-in to $1 billion, trillion industry, and you have a product with no side effects. No side effects. No harmful side effects. There is kind of one side effect with the product. And I'll try to keep it PG. But if you get your circulatory system functioning properly and there's blood flow, then there's that libido, right? So I'm just saying that's actually this is kind of considered a side effect. A side effect is just simply an effect of a product that it wasn't originally planned or intended. So we didn't go for creating a competition to Viagra or Niagara. However, this is a good side effect to have, guys. But this is reality. This is the world that we're living in, right? But if you look at this PDR reference here, it has the recommended use. It has the product description. It has the technical description. It has the mechanisms of action, the benefits. And what's important here is the clinical and experimental studies. So when people say, oh, that's hogwash, you guys are talking about this stuff can help you, get back to your baseline or better if you've had, long COVID. Well, it's not hogwash, right? We are in the PDR. There are studies that have been done about different aspects of what Laminine can do. And Laminine is the base for all of our supplements. There's Laminine in the Omega, there's Laminine in the Digestive, there's Laminine in the Immune, right? So we actually have studies here. There's clinical experiences, which means that, it was studied on people that were isolated, and the results are here. And again, you can read about it. You can send people to this. It's out here for the general public to read and see, okay? Cholesterol studies. We lower cholesterol. It's been proven. when you combine Laminine plus the omega, it does reduce cholesterol. I repeat, we have a cholesterol reducing product. Now, when you combine Laminine, omega, digestive, immune, we have this wonderful product here that I want to show you all. Let me find it. And that wonderful, wonderful product is called Refive. I'm going to put it in here so we can just kind of get to it. All right, so now, Refive is just a combination of all of our products in a little packet, that people can actually take daily. It's 2 Laminine, it's 1 omega, 1 digestive, and 1 immune. And, you know, a lot of times people will ask you, what is the right dosage for me for, you know, the products? Well, as you can see right here, we already have that solved for people. And all they have to do is just take a packet. Now, what I recommend doing as you're building the business, if you can afford it, is to buy the Refive and then give at least 3 to 5 packets to anybody who's interested in the business or interested in the product, and they will become a believer. Because again, our products renew, regenerate, and repair internally because we have stem cells. We have stem cells in our products. We have the fibroblast growth factor that we lose growing from a kid to an adult. Like when, well, it's in us when we're a kid, right? But we actually stop naturally producing FGF at the age of 18. Now, we don't really feel the effects until we start to get into our late 20s, and then it starts to keep diminishing. Well, Laminine puts that back into us naturally. And that's why, again, I said, I feel like I have been restored back to when I was 16 because of this particular product and what it really does for us. But like I said, Refive is your answer if people want to have a regimen with your particular supplements. Okay. Now, again, I know I've gone through a wealth of information and we're in our closing here. You don't have to be an expert with this particular product, with this endeavor, because we're all learning. We have new products that have come out. We have this Extrim, which has taken the market by storm. Extrim is allowing for women to regain their shape by controlling inches, by doing weight management by inches. And if you come to our website, you can read more about it. But we block, boost, and burn our way into shape. And that's women and men, okay? But, you know, more so, we have a lot of ladies who, you know, are conscious, especially once they've, you know, had been in what we call childbearing years, about, you know, their shape. And so this is a healthy addition to regular exercise. And even if you don't exercise, it'll still do its thing. But it's just real simple. White kidney bean extract prevents sugars and carbs from turning into fat and curbs hunger. You got Gymnema sylvestri, which eliminates the sugar cravings and aids the weight loss. How we boost, right? We do the acacia gum and the cascara sagrada. That works together to improve the colon health, right? By increasing metabolism and energy levels. And then lastly, burn. You want to be able to burn fat, and we do that with yerba mate, Garcinia cambogia, and green tea, which actually helps melt away fat and and then it also detoxes your body. And we have, proteins that give you energy, through, like I said, the amino acids. So again, we always have a learning curve with everything, but we just want to simplify it. And a lot of people will get excited about the products and follow your lead simply based on your personal excitement with the product. Does that make sense? All right, so that's it for our session today. But I just wanted to kind of do a little bit of an elongated overview of everything that we have to offer for our business and how to ultimately put it together in a way that it's truly a business that has a particular model that you can understand, that you can execute. Because basically what you want to do is you just simply want to duplicate your efforts in the people that you bring on. And that's how you climb the ranks. That's how you continue to grow within the company. And as you're growing, you're helping other people, period. Right? So your success is not coming at the expense of anybody else, but rather by helping other people. And so there's one thing that I want to show you quickly that I neglected to do throughout our presentation. So I'm going to see if I can achieve it right quick. I want to show you something.
While you're looking for that, the information on the PDR, is that also found in the brochure or not so?
Yes, the information about the PDR is actually found in our Share app. We have studies, here. We also have the brochure. The information is there within the brochures.
Because there was some really important information, and people are even your skeptics want to see that type of information so that they can dissect and come to their own conclusion whether it's legitimate or not. Because quite naturally, I'm going to be the person that tests from my end, and I can tell them about myself. But people want to see too. People are visual. Not only will they want to see it from you, they want to see it on paper. And so that PDR information was to me, that's phenomenal.
Well, I definitely agree with you, and I'm glad that you're excited about that information being readily available. We have. I'm going to get to it here in just 1 second and show you also. You guys have on the thumb drives that I made for each of you this information, and I'm going to pull it up here in just a quick second. All right, so now, can you see my screen? Can you see this on the screen?
Yes.
All right, this is from our study. This is actually a picture from the study. And like when you do a post, this information, you have it on your flash drive. And if people want to know what's in the study, the information is here about the cholesterol, about how it helps to normalize your blood sugar. That information is right here. Also, that's one study. And then I think we got another one for, there's another study that we did. But we have, like I say, graphics that kind of speak to these things and kind of break it down. But that's why we actually have these graphics here that I've provided so that you can actually talk about it, lead up to it, and have information to back what you're saying. But again, if you put the link to the PDR, then people can actually read it themselves. But this right here, as they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And as we say, with videos, people hear 50% of what they see, and they retain 50% of what they see. So, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. But yeah, we give information out. We're not afraid to put the information out. We definitely don't want to, overwhelm people, but when they ask about those things, you definitely want to proudly tell them we're in the PDR and direct them to this resource, because again, it will definitely, give you the confidence, about the product. All right. Are there any other questions, comments, or concerns? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my share. And as you can see, I started off with my Synergy Saturday background, which is naturally behind me. But this right here is the Zoom background that you guys have also, that you can put up whenever you're talking about, LifePharm Global. You can actually choose your background. You can choose to not have a background, or you can choose to put your LifePharm Global. You guys got that? Cool, isn't it? So I think that honestly, we have everything that we truly need in order to move forward business-wise. We just have to be energetic, enthusiastic. We have to be tenacious. We have to know our why. We have to just be honest and express our why, and just share. We just share. We just have simple conversations every day with people that you care about, people that you love. And then, when they inquire, I'm here to help and assist. So, use me definitely as a resource. You have LifePharm Global itself. You can always call the customer service number. We have a great resource in Mr. Peter Martinez, who actually can definitely assist us with whatever we need, and from a sales perspective. I'm excited, and you should be excited too about where we're at, especially there's a lot of, uncertainties out here in our society, with people wanting to be off jobs, not wanting to go back to corporate. So we have an awesome opportunity to build. People would like to stay at home. Some people are forced to stay at home due to lack of adult care for their elders. Some people are still dealing with what we say, long COVID. Some people are homeschooling their children now. So the environment is right for us to offer the awesome IBO experience to people, plus ensuring that people are healthy. If people, I'm vaccinated, and I always say responsibly that vaccinations is the best thing against COVID-19, especially the mRNA vaccines. However, we do have immune. And before we had the vaccinations, that's what I was dosing on, was the immune. And it gave me the confidence to continue to be out on the front lines of healthcare screening. And so we still want to push that because there are some people who are vaccine hesitant. And we'll tell them up front, hey, we definitely want you to get vaccinated. But if you can't get vaccinated, at least in the interim, take our immune product that we know will definitely work and keep you healthy. Okay, so don't be afraid to push, our products, because again, this is definitely a ripe environment and people are looking. And so while they're looking, we definitely want to, capitalize on that. Are there any other questions, comments, concerns from anyone? Any other questions, comments, or concerns from anyone? All right. So we can go around the room and you guys can honestly, cite what you're excited about, kind of like what Lynette was talking about with the PDR. And we can discuss that for the next 5 minutes and then we'll call it a night.
I'll just jump in one more time real quick and just say that I think it was you did an excellent job on everything that was said tonight. Really brought out some things that I really need to know about being able to access the information to Facebook and other media sites. So on that note, I'll end and say kudos.
Well, thank you.
Mhm.
You in that hand. Oh my God.
All right.
Wow. Yep. I'm just excited about the whole company. I like that they give us so much information to be informed in, and we can really, there's no reason why we can't sell it to someone, especially if we're using it ourselves. So I'm just excited that along with my experience with taking the supplements, not vitamins, I have information to share as well. Because like Lynette said, they like paper too. They want to see that paper trail as well. So I'm excited with all the information that you gave tonight. And it just gives me a little more confidence to go out and present the product to people. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm excited.
We're good.
Oh my God.
All right. Anybody else want to make a comment before we go? Anybody else want to unmute and make a comment? All right. So, well, we're going to go ahead, like I said, and wrap this up. And again, I will make this video available on our private Lamininers group page, as well as it will be housed on our YouTube page. So this can be something that, again, you can share with new IBOs so that you can duplicate your efforts. I got your cartridge. So that you can share with people. And then that way, if they have any questions after going through this video, after looking at other videos, then it should help you to answer them. But that's the whole purpose of this, is that we want to get people up to speed quicker, faster, better, because we want to pave over any pitfalls, because it does nobody good to start off in a hole. And we definitely want to feed momentum, because you don't want to break momentum and stop, because that's the hardest thing to do, is to honestly regain momentum. But I'm glad that you all showed up. Those who could. I do understand that there were some time constraints, and life sometimes get in the way with everybody, but the information is here for everybody to replay at their leisure. And that's the neat thing about technology. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and adjourn. And I will see everybody soon. Try to make it out to Coffee and Conversation on this Saturday for those who are in the city and the vicinity. And for the rest of you in other cities and states, then like I said, definitely reach out to me via email or text, or just give me a ring. And with that, we're going to sign off and say, live long and prosper. Be in good health, everyone. Go Lamininers, go. Woohoo!
Good night. Thank
Night,
you.
night. You're welcome.